This show contains spoilers and adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Movies with Ron, movies with Ron.
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
Movies with Ron.
Fred Durst is directing a movie.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, who's Fred Durst?
The lead singer of Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Starring John Travolta. It's called Moose. And John Travolta plays a stalker. It's the role he's been waiting for.
Ooh.
That he was born for. He gets to become a guy who becomes obsessed with a healthy young man.
Oh.
Wow.
And won't leave him alone. And this is all from the mind of Fred Durst, the rap rock singer from Limp Bizkit.
Wow.
Turns out Fred Durst has made 2 other movies.
Yeah.
He's like a filmmaker now.
Yes, he is.
He made The Education of Charlie Banks, starring that Zombieland kid, and then The Long Shots with Ice Cube. Long Shots was like a Disney film. Fred Durst is an unemployed filmmaker.
Yes, he is.
But it is reported that when John Travolta asked what his motivation was for his character, Fred Durst responded, "The Nookie!" Welcome to episode 92 of Movies with Ron, the podcast where my older brother recaps a movie he saw from beginning to end, for me and you, because we like his versions better. It's okay if you've seen the movie. It's okay if you haven't seen it. The experience is unique. So let's get it on. I'm Chris, your MC for the time being. Here with me tonight are sound guy Rick.
Salutations.
Nurse Candy.
Hey, everybody.
And here he is, folks.
He's the ball cracker, death on foot. You know him, you love him. He's Ron. Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, bud.
Hey, gang.
And everyone say hi to Dennis Chen.
Hey, Dennis Chen.
Hey, Dennis.
Going on, Dennis.
Holy shit. Is that Candy I hear?
I'm back, people.
Yay!
Yeah. How was the seminar?
I'm tanned. I've drank my weight in pina coladas. Thank you, guys. It was wonderful. I just got to say, the quiet talkers, nicest bunch of people you will ever meet.
Yeah. Very.
Also, like all quiet talkers, once you get a couple of drinks into them, total bunch of freaks.
Yeah?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kind of people. I love these people.
Hard to understand at first.
No, just so polite.
Yeah.
Nobody talks over each other. They're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Very agreeable people. And we had an iTunes review
All right, good.
from username FatsyWatsyD titled Always Entertaining. And they say, I finally went back and listened to Fantastic Beasts. Now I've officially heard 100% of the episodes. You guys never cease to amaze. Great job.
Aw.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Fatsy Watsy D.
Man, that's amazing.
But Candy, how'd you like Cobra?
I loved it.
He called the bad guy Pantyhose Face through the whole thing. Didn't it make you think he had pantyhose on his face through the whole movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
He seemed like a villain, like a supervillain from a DC comic book. Petticoat's face.
All those movies from 1986, holy crap.
I know, right?
Man.
Yeah, critters. Okay, real quick. We've got this problem with streaming sites.
Yeah.
You know, Netflix announced next year there's going to be 800 original titles that they're making.
Whoa.
And it's because all the companies that they like license movies from are pulling it from Netflix. Because all the other companies are starting their own streaming sites.
Yeah.
And they expect us all to pay $10 a month for each and every one of them.
Right.
I thought we would open up our doors to certain movies on the streaming sites. I think it would make people's lives easier. What do you think?
I think you just want to do mute. Everybody's already seen it, man.
I haven't. All right. If anyone out there doesn't want to pay for a certain streaming site and you have a recommendation, give us a shout out. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Gee, let me think. Sure.
All right. Strangers Pray at Night.
Boom.
Based on the original screenplay by Brian Bertino. the maker of the original Strangers from 2008. And the original, The Strangers, was kind of special, at least to me.
Yeah. Now, I heard that his screenplay for Pray at Night was heavily rewritten.
Yeah. I still think it counts for something,
Sure.
that they use that as their anchor. Other people thought the first one was mediocre and dull,
Yeah.
which I understand, but I liken it to the scene from Annabelle when the cultists invade the house.
Yeah.
I just like that kind of horror. Like Charles Manson type shit.
Yeah.
Like invasion kind of movies. Small scale.
Small scale invasion.
Few characters. Everything gets more physical. I don't know. I just,
No, it was special to me too, and I don't even like slasher movies, really.
yeah.
And I don't know what made me give it a chance, but I was really invested in the story of the two characters, the couple,
Yeah.
and how they were happy, weren't they?
Yeah.
Shit, now
No,
I
they
can't
were on
remember.
the rocks.
Were they? Now I
that
can't remember.
movie-
It's been a while.
It opened up with them getting home from a wedding reception.
Wasn't he going to propose?
And he had just proposed and she said no.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Right. Liv Tyler and the singer from Creed.
And then the nightmare that ensues. It just hooked me in. I
Yeah.
really liked The Strangers, and I'm not a slasher horror movie fan, honestly.
Well, Pray at Night is a little bit different.
Really.
Yeah.
And it has Bill Pullman's son in it.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, Baby Pullman.
Yeah. Baby Lone Star.
Pull boy. Yeah. No.
Swing and a miss.
At least I'm swinging. God damn it.
There's a different actor for the Baghead Killer, though.
Aren't they all different?
Well, the original, because there's two girls and a guy. They're the killers wearing masks.
Yeah.
The guy, I liked his, he had a good gauntness to him.
Sure.
The way he kind of slunk around and his gait to his movements. That's the kind of thing I care about. I see he doesn't have any dialogue, but there's a different actor playing him, and I don't know, it worries me.
He still kind of slunk around. It's okay. Yeah, the three killers. Here's the thing. This movie, Pray at Night, it is not altogether well received by the movie-going community.
It's kind of like, why did they make a sequel?
It is. And I'll tell you what. That's why I went to see this movie like, oh, well, we're doing all these old retro episodes. I gotta get back in the theater. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a blockbuster. Hey, you know what? I kind of enjoyed the first one. We'll just throw that on there. And to be honest, I was kind of going to see this like maybe as filler a little bit. And while it is not as good as the first one, it has many faults, I still ended up having a great time at this flick.
All
Yeah.
right.
And probably because I walked into it not taking it seriously. Like not expecting too much. And I'll tell you what, in this movie, I was like, look, it takes a lot to get me to talk out loud in a theater for me to go like, whoa! And this time I almost did. It's a movie that has been heavily infused with the current 80s retro phenomenon going on.
Oh, yeah.
Soundtrack, the look of the credits and such.
All right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, and people are like talking shit about that because it kind of makes no sense because it doesn't take place in the 80s, like at all. They got cell phones and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't care because I love that shit.
Me too.
It always
too.
works on me. And I am trying to enjoy it while it lasts. So I have a feeling this is going to be one of those ones where people are like, I liked your version better.
Those are gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love those.
I was watching, I was like, man, where am I going to put in the dildos? Because it's a pretty bare bones story,
Yeah.
even more so than the first one, which is kind of a tall order.
Oh, jeez. The first one said it was based on a true story at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole thing. This one says that too.
A lot of people assumed the first one was based on the Ketty Cabin murders in
Right.
1981.
Right?
And I'll tell you what, man. After I saw The Strangers and read that, I free fell into that shit.
And that is a fucking rabbit hole, man.
Oh, yeah. And then Brian Bertino went out and said, it's based on a childhood scare I had.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Yeah.
Someone was ringing the doorbell of his house, and then a bunch of robberies happened.
Oh.
I don't know.
All right, folks. Lock your doors. Get to the kitchen and grab a knife from the cutting block.
Hide your dildos.
Because we're closing in. This is The Strangers. Pray at Night on Movies with Ron.
It's showtime.
We're coming to get you with some dildos.
Get the people out. Come on. Get the people out.
All right, so I'm walking into the theater. You know that you got that carpeted hallway where it's carpeted on the floor and the walls and the fucking ceiling before you get to the part with the seats in it, right?
Yeah.
I have to step over a puddle of drying vomit.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
I'm like, man, fuck my life.
Should have taken him to the bushes.
Take him to the bushes.
And wash them down.
So we start off with some 80s synth, and it's like, you think you could have done a little better? Nope. And it's the song Kids in America. What's wrong with it? And then we cut to this empty street at night. And it's real dark, no one's around, and it's a road in a trailer park. And it says, based on true events.
Ooh.
The song gets really loud because it's coming out of the radio of this pickup truck that's driving around in the dark. Then all of a sudden, we're inside one of these trailers, okay? And there's these two old people sleeping in bed. There's a big old boner sticking up. When I was watching this, I was like, two people sleeping, man has boner. Remember that. And the woman wakes up from the music, and then there's dung, 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 dung on the door. And she's like, what the fuck is going on here? She gets up, and we follow her to the door, and she's like shuffling because she's fucking asleep. And it takes a really long time for her to get to the door. And I was like, oh, directing. She peeks out the window and sees the truck in the driveway, and we can hear the music playing. There's nobody in the truck. And she's like, what the hell's going on here? And now we see that doll face, the blonde of the three strangers,
Oh, yeah.
is standing in her kitchen behind her in the shadows. And it's like, damn. Hey, who are you? What are you doing in my house? And then it just cuts to the woman's husband, still laying in bed sleeping. And then Dollface just like lays down in bed next to him.
Okay, there's two girls in The Strangers, right? Two girl killers.
Yes.
One's a little girl with
Here's the
pigtails.
strangers.
Okay.
There are no pigtails. Dollface has long blonde hair. Then there's Pinup Girl, who has short dark hair.
Oh, okay.
And then there is the man in the mask. Anyway, Dollface lays down next to the husband, and then it goes to the title card of the movie, The Strangers. Pray at night? And of course, it looks like the title card from an 80s slasher flick.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it cuts to daytime. Somewhere else! And we meet our family that is to be terrorized. These characters' names are Mom, Dad, Kinsey, and Luke. Mom is played by the one and only Christina Hendricks.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, all right.
You might remember her from Bad Santa 2. And Dad is played by Martin Henderson. Martin Henderson? Who looks like Carl Urban from the new Star Trek movies, and Zach Braff from Scrubs had a gay sex butt baby.
He was the dude from The Ring.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who cares?
He sounds wonderful. Let's put him in more movies.
He's a fucking delight. And they're packing up to take Kinsey, the daughter, off to boarding school.
Oh.
Yeah, because she's a troubled teen. We know this by her Ramones t-shirt.
Ooh.
And her fucking shitty attitude. Also, a flannel shirt kind of draped around her, tied around her waist, whatever.
Yeah. I wish I'd gone to boarding school.
I wish you had too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Do you think you'd still talk to any of us if you did?
I'd be on Wall Street
Yeah.
calling you like, I just made another million.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, you guys, getting rid of your soul is awesome.
I love you. Bye.
I can't make it for Christmas this year.
We'd be all like, Jelly of the Month Club. The fuck?
Remember that game?
Yes.
The Christmas vacation game? The
What
final
a bust.
the final question.
I thought it was going to be good.
17 points for every insult
What's an
you
adjective?
can come up with.
Fuck. Fuck. Dirty. Fuck. Fucking. That's what it was. Fucking.
I already said fucking. So Kinsey's all pissed off because, her parents are giving up on her. And her parents are, they're pretty stupid. Pretty stupid parents. She's like 16 maybe. They don't actually give any explanation as to why they're sending her away other than bad grades and cutting school. And I'm like, well, shit. So they're leaving. They pack her shit up and they're going. And they have to stop at the baseball field to pick up their 18-year-old baby Lone Star son.
Pole boy.
All right, Pole Boy. Bill Pole Boy.
Swinging a hit.
So they pick up Pole Boy, and he's like, fucking baseball player. He's a straight shooter. All right? He's like, I just want to play baseball with my friends, you guys. I don't want to go on this dumbass trip. Come on, it's going to be fun and fine. And, we're taking your sister to her school. It's all good. He and his sister start fighting because he's like, Mom and Dad are going broke because they have to send you to boarding school.
Ooh.
Mom and Dad are like, oh, no, that's not true. No way. Well, there's no other reason why you'd cut off the cable. And then the parents are both just like, And he looks at his sister and he's like, see? He calls her a dick. She calls him a queef. And the dad's like, what's a queef? No, seriously, what's a queef? You're a queef.
His wife's like, no, honey, you remember that thing
The thing I showed you in the tub.
the other night?
We were in the bathtub, remember?
So they stop at a diner, and Kinsey will not come in to the restaurant. So the three of them are sitting in there with they all have glasses of water. The mom's like, I'll go get her. She goes outside to talk to her, and Kinsey is smoking a cigarette. And the mom's like, you're not even going to pretend, huh? What's the point? You're fucking giving up on me, you fucking bitch. Then the mom takes it from her and takes a puff. She's like, you're right. You know what? You're right. What's the point? Kinsey's like, you know what? You'll be rid of me now, and it'll be just the three of you, just like it always should have been, right? And the mom's like, man, is that what you really fucking think? 'Cause damn, that would be cool. I wish someone had sent me to boarding school. Well, yeah, but you turned out fine. And so it's like, yeah, Mom may be a crazy old whore from her young days. Anyway, now it's nighttime, and they are arriving at this trailer park that we saw earlier, and it is the Gatlin Lake Getaway. So immediately you think of Crystal Lake,
Oh, yes.
Whole bunch of trailers, nobody around. It's real fucking dark, it's real foggy, street lights and shit, very creepy. I will say that the director made a pretty good arena for this story.
So they're renting a trailer?
They're taking her to boarding school, but on the way they're stopping at their Uncle Marvin's vacation getaway spot that he owns and runs, which is the Gatlin Lake Getaway. They're just going to stay in one of the trailers for the weekend
Oh, okay.
while they drop her off at school. So they're driving around this dark place in their little minivan, right? And they finally drive up to the main office. I might add that on the way there, like at the restaurant or something, the mom actually called Uncle Marvin and was like, yeah, we're going to get in real late, So the mom goes into the office, the lights are out, she turns them on, and there's it's like a gift shop, okay? But the door was unlocked. She just walks in and turns the lights on. It's fucking weird. And then she finds on the counter a note that says, hey, it got late. We went to bed. You guys are in number 47. Here's the key. We'll see you in the morning. And then it's signed with a smiley face. So they drive on and they get to unit 47 and the mailbox has a big old smiley face on it. So smiley face might be a thing. So they get into the trailer and they're like, oh, it's cozy. Yeah, great. Okay. The two kids just get on their phones. The mom and dad are like, hey, so, you guys want to play cards or something? Oh, they don't. Okay. I guess it's just you and me. Dung, 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 dung. There's a knock on the door. Butt Baby goes to answer it. He opens the door and there's no light on the front porch. And we just see this girl in the shadows and she's got long hair. Is Tamara here? No, sorry. You must have the wrong trailer, Butt Baby says. So then the girl just walks away off into the darkness and the guy's like, okay, it's kind of weird. All right, what the hell? You kids, can we have one final night where you're both not glued to your phones, please? So then Luke, oh, all right, he puts his phone down, he comes and sits down at the card table. Kinsey's not having it. Sitting there listening to music. He goes and sits down next to her. He's like, this parenting gig, it's tough. I mean, we didn't want either one of you. But with the bad grades and cutting class, we were just scared, And Kinsey's like, oh, okay. She gives Butt Baby her phone. And then she storms out of the trailer and they're like, what the fuck? She's like, I need some air. She fucking leaves. Butt Baby's like, should I go talk to her? She's not going to talk to you or me. Send the boy. The pull boy.
All right.
Pull boy, do what your mother says. Listeners are like, is he saying pool boy? So pool boy leaves and the mom is like, no one said parenting was easy. It's just like, they say stupid ass shit. Generic, stuff. So the boy walks outside and he's like, Kinsey, where are you? He's like yelling out to her, okay? And he's just like wandering through the dark looking for her. He finds her at a playground smoking. Yeah, Mom sent me. What a bitch! He sees her smoking and he's like, you're supposed to actually inhale those, right? And she's like, fuck you! And then she keeps smoking and she's not inhaling. I was like, ooh, realistic. He's like, yeah, I know you're a piece of shit, a troubled kid and stuff, but don't worry, everything's going to turn out okay. You can, you can be who you want to be, you're starting a new thing here. She's like, yeah, that's easy for you to say. You're out of here next year. Hey, listen, just use this as an opportunity for a fresh start. And she's like, yeah, maybe he's right. Okay. They walk away. And we see that Dollface has been standing on the playground the entire time, like in the frame.
Ooh.
Oof.
And we just didn't really zero in on her until now. So she then runs off to follow them. The parents are back at the house, and Butt Baby is like, hey, Pull Boy's going to go off to college soon. She's going to be at boarding school. We're going to be able to fuck on the couch like we used to. And she's like,
it's going to be all queefs and dildos.
yeah, man.
All right. Candy's back.
She's like, I came with zingers. And then Butt Baby's like, I love you. And I, watching it, was like, methinks that's the last time you might be able to say that to her.
Oh.
And then the mom says,
You bastard!
dung, 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 dung. Another knock on the door. Butt Baby answers the door. It's the same girl again. Is Tamara home? He's like, look, man, the bitch don't live here. Now listen, you already came here. I mean, Jesus, are you lost? I could call somebody if you want. And then the girl just walks away, off in the darkness. And she's walking across the street. She's still in the dark. And then she stops and turns around and looks at him. And then keeps walking. And it's creepy as hell. Mom's like, was that the same girl from before? What the fuck? The Butt Baby is like, He looks up at the light bulb on the porch light, and then he screws it a little bit, and it comes on. So, she unscrewed it so he couldn't see her face. This happened in the first one, if you don't remember. Mom's like, that girl fucking weirded me out. You know what? Where's the kids? I'm putting on my shoes. It cuts to the kids, and they're just walking the streets of the trailer park. They're talking about fucking Little League or some shit. I don't know. And then Kinsey's like, hey, what do you think Uncle Marvin and Aunt
Ruth.
What do you think they do here, like, all year, like, you know, during the off season in this empty fucking trailer park? And then Pool Boy's like, filthy porno sex.
Slimy yet satisfying.
As they're talking about the porno sex, they pass a trailer with its front door open. And they're like, oh, that's fucking weird. You know what? Why don't we walk inside? So fuck it. They go into this trailer, okay? And it's all dark inside. The lights aren't working. And Kinsey goes right to the cabinets and starts rifling through them and finds a bottle of booze. She's like, hey, check it out. Pool Boy is like, all right, 1 shot. She's like, 3. Then they hear a noise coming from the bedroom. Blum, blum, blum. They're like, whoa, what the fuck? Hey, let's get out of here. Pool Boy's like, no, let's check it out. And I, in the audience, was like, don't go in that door. So he's walking towards the door and he's like, hello? Is anybody in here? And then boom. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck's going on in here? He opens up the door real slow and a fucking dog jumps out. Ooh. And it's like, you know that sound when you kick a dog? All day long, my foot up a dog's ass. Bang, 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 bang.
That's my pleasure.
So the dog just takes the kick and runs. They walk into the room. Remember, it's all dark. And immediately they notice the smell.
Queefs.
Oh, yes. You've seen this movie? Pool Boy is like, hey, let me just check out the window. He pulls the curtains aside. The window is completely covered with lipstick writing that's just all a million times says, hello. And it's like all over it. It's actually like a pretty cool visual.
Damn.
Kenzie's like, whoa, what the fuck? Look over there at that shit. And on the bed, there's like this big something under a sheet. Okay? And there's blood soaking through the sheet. Pool Boy pulls off the sheet, and it's Uncle Marvin and Aunt Ruby dead and completely cut up and tied together back to back on the bed.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
So going outside, they run through the fucking streets, and in some field, you know, some dark, foggy field, they run into their parents. And they're like, oh, holy shit. Oh my God, you guys. Aunt Marvin and Uncle Ruby, they're all fucking dead and cut up and bloody and shit. Holy shit.
Aunt Marvin and Uncle Ruby?
Yes. Bob Baby's like, what the fuck are you talking about, kids? What you talking? All right. Mom, you take Kinsey back to the shithole trailer we're staying in. And, Pool Boy, let's go.
Butt Baby and Pole Boy.
Yeah. The duo you never knew you wanted. Pool Boy leads them through the dark and creepy fog. Mom and Kinsey make it back to the trailer, and Kinsey's still flipping out. And the mom's like, hey, listen, it's going to be fine. Just calm down, bitch. Oh my God, no. Mom, look. The phones. Look at the phones. Mom walks over to the table where all the cell phones are sitting down, and they are all crushed.
Oh.
Oof. She's like, oh, shit. The mom picks up one of the phones and tries to dial 911 anyway, and like kind of gets somebody. And she's like, hello? And 911. And it just cuts out. Then we see that Dollface is standing in there behind them. The mom, like a good mom, finally puts Kinsey behind her and is like, all right, bitch, what do you want? Come on, what's going on now? And as she's talking to her, she's like, okay. She starts rifling through the kitchen drawers, and then Dollface just holds up the butcher knife the mom was looking for.
Ah!
And she starts creeping towards her, and she like stabs the counter really fast. And that freaks out the mom and Kinsey, so they tuck tail and run. They go into the bathroom and slam the door. Now it's a trailer. You ever been in a trailer? Very thin doors. So they get in the bathroom. They're scared as hell. And then there's just a knock on the door. Dunk, 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 dunk. Hey. You can see the little lock on the door is like kind of turning. Maybe she's like sticking a fucking hanger in there trying to unlock it. And the mom just screams out, "Leave us alone!" And then she stops and she sniffs the air. And she turns around and there's Kinsey flushing the toilet. Then it gets really quiet, and off in the distance, like somewhere off in the trailer, Dollface has like put on some music. So then the mom is like, all right, there's one of those teeny tiny little skylight windows above this bathroom. I'm going to send you, Kinsey, up through it. And then you're going to pull me up and we're going to escape. She actually gets Kinsey up onto the roof of the trailer. She's then reaching down to pull her mom up when Dollface starts busting through the bathroom door. So then helplessly from the trailer roof, Kinsey watches Dollface walk in and just slowly stab her mother in the back.
Oh, no.
It's supposed to go in all the way.
And it's like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's it for her?
Yep. Goodbye, Christina Hendricks.
Oh.
Seriously?
Yep.
Oh, damn.
She just leans over the bathroom sink and fucking dies.
Oh.
Kinsey starts fucking crying and screaming and shit, jumps down off of the roof, and just runs off into the fucking darkness. She runs past the mailbox, and the camera lingers on the smiley face for like 20 minutes. Cutting to Butt Baby and Pull Boy. They arrive at the trailer, and Butt Baby is like, wait here. Pull Boy's like, I've seen it, Dad. Jesus, I'm coming in with you. They go in. Butt Baby's trying to turn on the lights. Fucking told you, Dad. The lights don't work. Come on. It's in the back. So then Butt Baby's looking at, the aunt and the uncle, and we get a better shot of them, and their jaws have been like dislocated and pulled way down. So their mouths are like really wide open. It's cool looking.
Ooh.
I hate that shit.
Butt Baby's like, holy shit, we need the cops. Where's your cell phone? I left it back at the trailer, man. All right, we need to find a landline. Let's go to their phone in the kitchen. It's not working, but next to it is an answering machine, and he plays the message, and it's his wife saying, oh yeah, we're not going to be there till late, but don't worry, we'll make it tonight.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And then boom, something hits the side of the trailer, and they both just drop. So they're hiding and shit, and then the window breaks from the outside. But Baby gets up and looks out the blinds, and you just see across the street is the playground, and there is one lone swing that is like still swinging back and forth, like someone was just sitting there watching them. So then Butt Baby's like, all right, Pull Boy, you are going to run as fast as you can back to the trailer. All right, get ready. Okay, go! And then Pull Boy opens up the front door, and he fucking stops. He's like, Dad. Butt Baby looks out the door, standing in the road, right in front of the house is the man in the mask, just standing there in the road with an axe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool looking. These killers, man, they're just such great visuals, and the man in the mask is, the scariest.
Yeah.
So then Butt Baby's like, all right, wait a minute. Your Uncle Marvin had a fucking gun. Let's find it. He rifles through their shit and fucking finds it. It's like in a nice case with a whole shit ton of bullets. He loads it. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
And you, watching it, you're like, all right, movie's over, dude. Take care of this shit. Pull Boy's like, you're gonna just shoot him?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you even know how to use that? Butt Baby's like, oh, yeah. He goes to the front door and yells out, all right, you got 5 seconds to get out of here, or I'm gonna come out shooting. 5, 4, 3. Okay, he's gone. Let's go. And then they leave. Now we see Kinsey, and she has just like run full bore to the end of the property and hits a chain link fence. And she just starts banging on it like she can't climb a chain link fence. But then she looks up, and it's covered in razor wire. Now, I would have climbed over the razor wire if I had been her. But she decides it's not an option. I'm like, you could literally be free. Take a few cuts. Your mom did.
Razor wire is designed to get tangled in, though.
Okay.
She could get out of there if she
work, man.
if you got a pair of jeans or a thick, I don't know. Maybe
I think if you were careful with it, you could make it over it.
Yeah, it's still worth the try.
Yeah.
yes.
And then behind her is Dollface. She has followed her. Kinsey turns around, sees her, just keeps fucking running. Like, oh, fuck that. Butt Baby and Pull Boy make it back to the fucking trailer. They find the phones. They're all fucked up. And then they find the mom in the bathroom. Butt Baby's the one who finds her first. And he's like, oh, no, Pull Boy, don't go in there. Is that Mom? Holy shit, oh, my God. And they're both just freaking out. Now, in the bathroom, on the mirror has been drawn a big, bloody smiley face.
Oh.
And then all over the rest of the walls are just bloody handprints. Ugh. So the two of them freak the fuck out, and Butt Baby is like, oh my God, we gotta find your sister. We gotta find your sister. They get into the minivan, the working minivan, and they're driving around the trailer park screaming out, Kinsey, Kinsey, come on. Where are you, Kinsey? They're so busy looking out the windows and everything, they don't see whatever hits the windshield, but boom! Something huge hits it, and he loses control of the minivan and runs right into a fucking trailer. The camera is inside the minivan looking out the windshield the whole time.
Oh.
It's actually a pretty fun shot.
Damn.
Yeah. Kinsey now runs into the pickup truck from the beginning of the movie. Inside is the man in the mask, and he's got some music playing. He's always playing music, okay? So he starts up the truck and the headlights blare at her, right? And then he just starts driving at her. Not super fast, not all slow and creepy, but at a medium pace. So she runs to another playground. There are playgrounds all over the fucking place. And she hides in one of those giant pipes. Okay? It's like kids playing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in there and it's all dark and she's just fucking crying and shit and trying to be quiet. He drives up to the pipe. Decides she's probably not in there and then drives away. Circles the playground and comes right back and points his headlights into the pipe. Like he knew she was there the whole time. Oof. Kinsey just screams out, leave us alone! And right then, Pinup Girl just comes out of the shadows right fucking behind her and goes, but we've just started.
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Ah! Fucking Kinsey just runs out of the pipe. They're just enjoying the hunt at this point. Anyway, they let her run off. Now we are back in the minivan. Okay. Yep, they crashed into a trailer and it was pretty serious. Pull Boy wakes up and he's like, oh, Jesus. He looks over to his left and there's Butt Baby with a giant wooden post impaled through his fucking stomach. But
my God.
But he's alive and like,
What?
looking at Pull Boy.
Oh, God.
He's like, oh, jeez, here. Oh my God. Okay. I might be in some trouble here. Listen, buddy, you gotta find your sister. You gotta protect her. Okay, here, take the gun. Take the gun, okay. Oh God, yeah. Here it is. Okay, Dad. You know what? And fucking Pull Boy, he's gotta grow up like pretty quick in like a second, and he does. He's just like, all right, you know what? Okay, good. I'm gonna find her, Dad, and I'm gonna get the cops and the ambulance, and don't you fucking worry about it. I'm coming back for you, Dad. And, okay, yeah, don't worry. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Oof. So he becomes Pull Man.
Yes.
All right.
So then Pull Man runs away. When Pull Man runs away, we see the man in the mask has just been standing there the whole time watching him.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
And then the man in the mask just walks away. He walks out of frame. But we're still inside the minivan with Butt Baby. And then from the other side of the minivan, the door opens up and the man in the mask just gets in the passenger seat next to Butt Baby.
Ooh.
And he's just fucking sitting there. And he's not even looking at him. He's just looking straight forward. Butt Baby is just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Why are you doing this to us? Why? And then the man in the mask he just turns on the radio and starts looking for a cool song.
Oh, nice.
That's so creepy.
For real.
Yeah, it's a cool scene. And he puts on Cambodia. He stops at Cambodia by Kim Wilde. You know that one, Candy.
Oh, yeah.
I liked the soundtrack to this movie. It's just an obvious, let's make it an 80s soundtrack, retro. But I still loved it. So then Butt Baby's like, come on, man, please talk to me. You know what? It's cool. You can just talk to me. We can just talk. And then the man in the mask just holds up a dildo. And Butt Baby's like, no, man. No, come on, we can just talk to me, no.
Oh, God.
And then the man in the mask just shoves it in.
It's supposed to go in all the way.
And then he just watches him die. He pulls the dildo out. It's all covered in blood. And he's just like staring at it. And then the man in the mask just turns off the radio and leaves the minivan. Now it cuts to the pickup truck and it's driving around. Kinsey's running through the fucking yards of all these trailers and shit. There is nobody around. It's all foggy and it's just a few street lights. She actually has to hide from the truck at one point, and then she just, you know what, fuck this. She just runs into a random trailer. Pullman is out there looking for her. Okay, he's got his gun. But in the trailer, you know, she's trying the phone, it's not working and shit. And then she hears something from the bedroom. And it's like, wah. She's like, the fuck is that? She walks into the bedroom real slow. She can't see what it is. She looks on the other side of the bed, and there's just like a pile of blankets, but right in front of it is a fucking Jack in the Box that is like unwinding. And she's like, hello? And it's like, wee. And then the Jack springs out of the box, and the pile of blankets just moves out of the way, and it's fucking Dollface. And she just like gets up real slow. And she just, this is my trap. And she comes at her with the knife, fucking tackles her, and stabs Kinsey. Like kind of in her lower region, I don't know, maybe in the butt. She's obviously going to keep stabbing her and kill her when all of a sudden we hear Pullman yell, stop! Dollface looks up, he's standing there with the gun.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, all right, Pullman! He drags Kinsey away from her, and he's like, drop the fucking knife! And then Dollface just like holds the knife up and drops it like from her two fingers like, okay, bitch, you got me. Like she's still having fun even though he's got her dead to rights, you know?
Yeah.
And then she says to him, you gonna shoot me? And he's like, and he almost does. Like the hammer comes back. Oh, and then he can't fucking do it. He can't bring himself to kill somebody, right? Even though she's a fucking murderer. And then Kinsey behind him starts acting like a fucking 16-year-old sister, and she's like, give me the gun! Give me the gun, I'll do it! And they have to fight over the gun.
Oh, God.
Right in front of this fucking murderer. And he's like, God damn it, run! Just run! So they run out of the trailer, and you know, he could have killed her. Could have ended the film.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, sort of. Now they take refuge in another trailer, and it's all dark. They've cut the power to all this shit, but the streetlights are still working. Okay? And they notice that she is bleeding pretty bad from her butt.
Damn.
And Pullman is like, all right, you know what? Sit down. Here, I'll take care of this. And he sets the gun down on the coffee table and then turns to help her. And he's like ripping his shirt off and like, you know, making bandages for her butt. Kinsey's freaking out because, you know, she's bleeding out of her ass. And then Luca's like, hey, he's trying to calm her down. Hey, you remember that time? Remember that time I don't know, I wrecked my bicycle or something? I broke a rule or something and Mom was like a total bitch. And Kinsey's like, oh yeah, oh my God, she was such a bitch. I can't believe I was so mean to her before she died.
Oh, God.
He's like, it's cool, it's cool. Kinsey says, it's my fault she's dead. We wouldn't even fucking be here if I wasn't such a fuck up. And Pullman's like, well...
Yeah. Good point.
No, that's not true. Don't you worry about that. It's gonna be okay. Why are they doing this to us? Man, I don't fucking know. What the fuck? All right, now look, we gotta go. We gotta go find the front office. Remember when we got here? We gotta go there. We gotta find a landline. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll call the police. And then boom! The fucking pickup truck just rams into the trailer, right into the living room where they are sitting on the couch and the headlights are just fucking pointed at them.
Jesus.
Behind the wheel is the man in the mask.
All right, fellas, I'm ready to fudge.
He backs the truck up and then fucking runs it in again. Like he's gonna run him over in the living room. They end up jumping out of the window to escape the trailer from the other side. Pullman takes Kinsey over to some other trailer. You like trailers?
Is nobody home?
Yeah, there is
in this
no one here.
place?
It's all...
They killed them all.
No, it's abandoned because it's a summertime getaway, and it's off season.
Oh, I see.
Uncle Bob and Aunt Jack, they own it. So he pulls some skirting out of the way, and he pushes Kinsey under the porch, and he's like, listen, I know you're bleeding out your ass, and everything's pretty scary. I need you to stay here. Like, you're going to be safer here under this porch than hanging out with me, because I gotta do this, all right? So you just stay here, and I'm coming back for you. I promise. She's like, seriously? You're going to leave me under the porch? All right, I guess I'll just lay here in the dirt. Pullman goes to the front office, and he uses the phone. It is working. He dials 911, and the lady's like, 911, how can I help you? Yeah, there's some people trying to kill us. Oh, my God. Okay, where are you? I don't know, the Gatlin Lake fucking getaway. And he's like, hello? Hello? And then there's nobody on the phone. The line has been cut.
Oh.
All of a sudden, the shit in the gift shop starts turning on, all the lights and stuff, and then even the slush puppy machine, which is a big spinning cup.
Damn.
Just like in Cobra.
Oh, fuck.
Pullman is like, oh, Jesus Christ. All right, scary shit. You know what? I'll pick up a golf club. And he arms himself.
Nice.
Because remember, he has lost his gun. Like, what a dipshit. He lost it when the truck ran into the trailer. So he's got his golf club and he's fucking walking around looking for whoever's fucking terrorizing him. And then behind him in the store, just like lurking, and he doesn't see her yet, is Pinup Girl. He looks out the window and there's the man in the mask fucking, and he bangs on the window like, yeah, I got you now, motherfucker. So that scares Pullman. He turns around, sees Pinup Girl, and she says,
semen stained or blood stained? Take your pick. What's it gonna be?
He freaks out and fucking runs. He runs past a sign that says, this way to the pool.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. So he runs out onto the dark pool deck, and then all of a sudden, a big loud song starts fucking playing over the speakers, and it's turn around, bright eyes. And then all of these weird lights start turning on around the pool, and they're all different colors, and they're all in the shapes of palm trees and shit. And it's like really fucking loud and assaulting on your fucking eyes, right?
Yeah.
And the pool light turns on. And he's out there with the golf club just like looking around. Oh shit, all these fucking lights are turning on. This is fucking crazy. What the fuck is going on? Up behind him, running at full speed, comes Pinup Girl. She's about to fucking stab him. He just turns around and swings that club right into her fucking head, and she goes down.
Oh, yes.
Oof. Like, without skipping a beat. He, like, just turned around and got her. So Total Eclipse of the Heart is still playing. He bends down to pull off her mask when she fucking wakes up. And then he starts fucking struggling with her. He grabs the fucking knife out of her hand and then stabs her like 50 fucking times and kills her.
Nice.
Hell
Yeah.
yes.
And Pullman stands up, and then we hear, the song is still playing, okay? And then we hear, ring, ring. He looks over, and up walks the man in the mask, and he's just dragging the axe behind him like, all right, bitch.
Oh.
I'm here.
Shit.
Pullman looks at him and yells, yeah, I killed one of yours. I killed one of yours. How does that feel? How does that fucking feel? And then the man in the mask just starts fucking swinging the axe at him, like kind of in a fit of rage. Like he's pretty pissed off. He's so pissed off that he's swinging like a child. Like he's just whoom, whoom. And Pullman is actually able to easily dodge his swings. Like, all he's got to do is stay out of range, you know? But then he trips over some pool furniture and kind of stumbles. And now they get into like a scuffle, okay? And they're like wrestling over the axe and shit. Pullman jumps into the pool. Like he kind of rolls into the pool, but I feel like he did it on purpose. The man in the mask starts swinging his axe down into the water to try to fucking hit Pullman. And then he rolls into the pool after him, and they start fucking. They're struggling with each other, struggling with themselves. In the water, they're having this fucking fight, right? Pullman still has the knife, and he's trying to fucking stab him. He's fucking trying. The man in the mask is like, you know, pulling him underwater. They're fucking fighting. There's really no clear winner here yet. And then Pullman loses the knife, and it drops to the bottom. At this point, he decides to try to leave the fight and starts trudging through the shallow end of the pool to get out. And then the man in the mask stands up out of the water and comes walking up behind him. Now he has the knife and fucking stabs him real slow in the back.
Oh.
Pullman then lays back like, oh shit, I just got fucking stabbed. And he's like in the man in the mask's arms, and all the blood starts clouding around him. Oh. And this guy's just like holding him while he's fucking dying. And then he just lets him go into the water, and he's floating on his back, and the man in the mask just fucking leaves. We stay with Pullman though, okay? And he is bobbing up and down in the water because he's in so much pain. He's fucking losing all this blood. He can't really control how he can stay above the water. So every time his face comes out of the water, we hear total eclipse of the heart. And he's like back underwater. And it's like all muffled.
Oh.
Pullman is just floating and bobbing up and down in the water. And it's just like, we're just watching him die. And then he gets grabbed and dragged to the side of the pool. And it's Kinsey.
Oh.
Yeah, she fucking pulls him out. Good girl there, all right? The final girl.
Yeah.
So she saves his ass. She's like, all right, you stay here. You stay here and bleed. And I'm going to go find the main road. And he's like, okay. So then she's running and running and running. And then all of a sudden, right in front of her, boom, fucking headlights turn on. And she's like, oh, Jesus Christ. She fucking falls to her knees. She's fucking defeated. All right, you know what? Go ahead and fucking kill me. And then you just hear, hey, are you okay? Are you all right?
Oh.
And now in a wider shot, we see it's a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a Jeep with his police lights and shit. And it's like, fuck yeah. Oh, God, there's these crazy people. They're fucking trying to kill us. And he's like, all right, calm down. Calm down, bitch. He's talking to her. He's trying to calm her down when Dollface just walks into frame and is walking up behind the cop. And you watching the movie, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. She's still fucking crying, talking to this cop when he gets his throat slit from behind.
Oh, God.
Shit.
And fucking falls down dead. Kinsey's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. She backs up and just gets in the Jeep, shuts the door, and locks it. She goes to start the Jeep and realizes there's no keys. And then tink, tink, tink on the window. There's Dollface holding the keys. She then reaches down and simply unlocks the door. Kinsey tries to keep the door shut, but Dollface, she opens the fucking door and gets in there. Kinsey's pulling on the fucking shotgun that is locked in the, the police console. They got it locked right there next to him. So they're in there wrestling. Dollface is slashing at her with a fucking knife. She's obtaining defensive wounds on the palms of her hands.
Oh.
And then somehow she gets the shotgun out of its thing.
Yeah.
Dollface stops. Kinsey cocks the shotgun and then fucking blows her away. Boom! Wow. She flies back. Kinsey gets out of the Jeep and walks up to her. This lady is still alive. She just took a shotgun blast to the chest. Kinsey pulls her mask off and we see the actress, that plays Dollface.
Really?
And Kinsey's like, why? Why are you doing this? And Dollface just says, why not? And then Kinsey just blows her fucking head off.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. So then she takes the keys, gets into the Jeep, starts it up, and she's like, all right, it's time to go. And now we see the headlights from the pickup truck behind her turn on. And the truck rolls up. And he's listening to music, inside. And he just stops next to the Jeep and just stares at her. The man in the mask.
Mm-hmm.
And he's playing that song, Making Love Out of Nothing at All. And then he pulls forward and she's just kind of frozen in fear, even though she is in a working Jeep. All right. He pulls the truck around and just fucking rams the Jeep from the side. Boom! And then fucking backs up and rams it over and over, many times. She's freaking out. She ends up spilling out of the Jeep and kind of crawls away from it. And now he's got the pickup truck and he's just vroom, 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 just pushing on the Jeep. It's not going anywhere, but he's not stopping. All right. Kinsey's on the ground. She looks at what he's doing. He's just staring at her the whole time he's doing it. He's obviously pissed off and losing it. He has just lost both of his girls.
Oh, yeah.
She sees the Jeep is pouring gas onto the street, and she's like, oh, shit. She reaches into her pocket, pulls out her Zippo. The man in the mask is just fucking, he keeps ramming into the Jeep and making love out of nothing at all, out of nothing at all. Kinsey's like, ah! And she throws the lit Zippo into the puddle of gas, and then both vehicles just boom! They just fucking blow up.
Wow.
Okay, now you get a real good shot of the explosion, and you can see that there's nobody sitting in the pickup truck when it blows. And I was like, whoa, did he jump out that quick? But no, it was just a flub. So she's like, all right, I fucking killed them all. Sweet. And she turns around. She starts running away from the explosion. And then the burning pickup truck just backs up away from the Jeep and starts driving at her. It is in flames. Okay. It looks like the devil's pickup truck.
Yeah.
Fucking coming at her. And it's coming at her like real slow. Because she's like staggering down the road, and he is obviously inside like burning, but he's still like toying with her. She looks up and sees a bridge. She has to cross this bridge. So she just makes a run for it. And you know, she's hurt, so she's not all that fast. She's on the bridge, the truck is following her real fucking slow, and it's like, all right, now you're fucked. All he has to do is slam on the gas and you're fucking dead. She knows this too, and she just falls to her knees and fucking gives up again. The truck stops. The door opens up, and the man in the mask fucking staggers out.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like smoking and shit. We first see his boots, and they're just like covered in blood. And then we see the head of the axe, ding, hit the street, and he's dragging it towards her. We see his mask, and it has melted to his face. We also see that he's got a big, jagged piece of metal sticking out of his belly. So he's, you know, if he wasn't going to die from the flames, he's dying. He staggers up to her, and he pulls it out. And then he falls to his knees and then falls on his face and he fucking dies. And it's like, damn, girl, you lucky. She's like, all right, cool. Oh my God, I fucking won. So she starts walking away. Now we cut to this random lady and her baseball player son driving along the road. And they drive by her, and she's like, please stop, oh my God, please stop. She's covered in fucking blood. It actually looked for a second like they weren't going to stop. But she does pull over, and she's like, are you okay? I know. No, there's some fucking crazy people. They tried to kill us all, oh my God. And then the lady just, shit, and turns around, jumps back into her fucking truck. She's driving a pickup truck. Now we see the man in the mask is behind Kinsey again, and he's got his axe. Kinsey's like, oh, holy shit. She fucking jumps into the bed of the pickup truck and is like, drive, go, go, go. The lady fucking takes off. Man in the mask jumps into the back at the very last second.
Oh my
God. And now he and Kinsey have to fight in the back of the truck.
Damn.
He's fucking swinging the axe at her and shit. Remember, the kid is a baseball player, and that's why Kinsey finds a baseball bat.
Oh.
And she's like, she turns around, she's swinging it at him. She connects right into this guy's fucking head, and he falls out of the back of the truck.
Whoa.
We see the truck driving away with the man in the mask's dead face in the foreground. And Kinsey's just sitting in the back of the truck like, fucking breathing. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't believe what I just went through. And we just fade into the hospital. And she is in her brother's hospital room. He's on life support. He's alive.
Oh, wow.
So it's like beep, beep, beep. And she's just sitting there. She won't leave his side. And she's still fucking freaking out and crying. Like, it's been hours, but, you know, fuck it. She decides to get up and pour herself a cup of water. And we hear outside the hospital room door, we hear, and it's the Jack in the Box sound.
Oh.
And she's like, And she stops, and her eyes are all fucking wide, and she is fucking frozen. And she's like, hello? And then, dung, 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 on the hospital door. And then the credits roll.
Oh.
What?
Yep, that's it.
Damn.
Good job, Ron.
Thanks. There you have it. The Strangers Pray at Night on Movies with Ron. What'd you think, Rick?
Think it was good? Sounds like there's more than 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking it might be Pinup Girl. Yeah. Who fucking knows, right?
Or a murderous cult.
Yes.
I can't believe they killed killed the strangers.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a big cult, but only 3 of them can be active at the same time.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
So then they all get like text alerts where it's like, all right, you're next.
Only
Put on the doll face mask.
Only 3 agents at one time.
It's an organized cult.
There you go.
They do seem pretty organized because in this movie, it's like, what did they have? Like fucking cameras all over this trailer park? They always knew where the victims were.
Oh, yeah.
So, kind of a far cry from the original, but I gotta be honest. Because of the way it was put together, and especially with the 80s soundtrack, that always wins me over.
Oh, yeah. It sounded
It always
great.
does. Even though it's a cheap shot.
Yeah.
I still had fun.
Good.
I really liked Pull Boy fighting the man in the mask. Like, I thought that was my favorite scene.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of powerful moments. Like, seeing one of them be unmasked. I mean, that had to be big, right?
Ish.
I always wanted to see that in the first movie.
It was still just a little bit lackluster.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's been too long, and it doesn't seem like they wanted to open a universe.
Right.
You could make a Stranger's universe.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of hoping things would get even bigger.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's been 10 years since the first one. This one, they could have been like, they're running through the woods and they find a time machine. I don't know. You could take it anywhere. That's what I was saying about, like, why did they make a sequel now?
Rick and I are looking at each other like, what the fuck?
No, I don't know. You could just take it to another level, But it's
aliens.
Like add a supernatural element to it. To the strangers.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe they're protected by the government.
Wow.
Just make it bigger. And it just seems like you could make it so crazy.
Yeah.
I think the final scene should have been an unknown man's hand, like hanging up the phone and then grabbing a mask off the shelf, like a new baghead mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from a stack of hundreds. See, make it bigger. Okay, the smiley faces.
Right.
Has something to do with the smiley face killer in real life? Have you guys heard of that?
No.
Like, there's been a retired FBI agent, and he realized that out of all these murders that people love, the true crime followers, he noticed that there were symbols of smiley faces near all these murder sites.
Yeah.
And he said there's a killer out there, or multiple killers, that are doing all these murders themselves, and we don't know it.
Oh.
And they're leaving very vague smiley face clues. I don't know. It seemed like maybe they were trying to tie that in there.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we do love our murderers and serial killers.
Yeah.
Let's bleed, pig.
All right, folks. If you're using that Apple Podcasts or iTunes, leave us a rating and review. And here's a little tip. When you do that, it asks for a nickname, which is basically your username. Choose one that's entirely unique, because apparently, if it's too vague, it won't get posted. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, good tip.
Chris gives the best tip.
Just the tip.
It's supposed to go in all the way.
We got Twitter at Movies with Ron. There's a Facebook page. Check out movieswithron.com or on all your other favorite podcast apps. It's been fun.
Yep, we love you.
See you guys.
Take care.
Movies with Ron.
She was an Air Force wife, he had to leave the night, and then and it would be alright, and so was several times, and then again to that, and doesn't matter that. Flying to Cambodia, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Flying to Cambodia.
Yeah, I don't know it. Sorry.